I don't have his number, and I can't call him. He's from the U.S. I don't have his number, and I can't call him. He's from the U.S. Bob! All right, Bob, follow my instructions. Click cam mic at the bottom. Now audio, and then mic, and then there hopefully there's a couple options there. And then
Test 1, 2.
Hi, Bob. I can hear you.
Thank God. Not only that, so does everybody else.
So does everybody else. Everybody else, guys. Come on. W in the chat for Bob.
No. That guy right there.
This guy gets the W's.
Yeah, and we all know what Josh was saying, because just as I clicked him on, he was saying, I have no idea what his number is. He lives in the States, for crying out loud. And he's an idiot.
No. But I am a Sens fan, Bob, so unfortunately we're going Sens tonight. Enjoy the watch along, Bob. Have some fun, and hopefully the chat's enjoying themselves.
I think they are, especially now that we're actually on. So
all right. See you, my man.
All right. See you, buddy. Thanks. All right. Whoa, there we go. So and I know that Josh is a Sens fan. But I gotta say that for the Capitals tonight, this should be a game that should be pretty easy for them to win. I mean, when you just look at things from a statistical standpoint. However, if we look at the lineups, I can tell you that there is a guy that they are going to be seeing tonight that they do not have a lot of real good memories of, and that is Matt Murray in the goal for Ottawa tonight. Because Matt Murray is a guy that they remember from his days in Pittsburgh when he came in as a rookie, pretty much stoned him in the playoffs, and led Pittsburgh to a Stanley Cup that year, and then to a second one the next year. So let's take a look at your lineups here as we get ready to start the first period. I got the third line up there. So there's your first line. Interesting for the Capitals, Garnet Hathaway has moved up to the first line alongside Ovechkin and Kuznetsov. You've got Justin Schultz taking John Carlson's place on the first pair of defensemen, along with Matt Murray as front row productions, or with Martin Ferravari. Sorry, we got Matt Murray on the brain here. And then for the Sens, it's Drake Batherson, Josh Norris, and Brady Tkachuk, and Jacob Bernard Decker and Thomas Chabot there on the first line, or Chabot, I would imagine. Alexi Protas, Nicholas Backstrom, Tom Wilson, along with Trevor Van Riemsdyk and Michael Kempney. For the Senators, it is Zach Sanford, Tim Stolze, and Alex Formenton on line number 2. Line number 3, Connor McMichael, Lars Eller, Connor Sheary with Dennis Cholowski and Matt Irwin. And then for the Senators, it is, let's see, who do we got there? That's Watson's line. So Austin Watson, Dylan Gambrell, Nick Paul. Line 4, Carl Hagelin, Nick Dowd, and Brett Leeson. And Adam Gaudette, Chris Tierney, and Clark Bishop for the Senators. Vitek Vanacek is between the pipes for Washington tonight. And the aforementioned Matt Murray is in goal for the Senators. And as we said, we know Matt Murray very, very well here in Washington. That was one of those series when it was like, well, the Caps are definitely getting over the hump this year. Not so much. Matt Murray was actually, I remember that series because Murray was so new. He had just been called up, was so new, 22 years old. He hadn't even had his mask painted yet, in any kind of Pens design. So I don't know why I remember that, but I do. Let's take a look at the standings as we get ready for this one. The Caps actually can make up some ground because Boston lost earlier in the day. But the Capitals find themselves in a very, very unusual position right now. They're in fourth place in the Metro. This is a team that has won the last, I think, 5 Metro Division championships. They are in a wild card spot right now. They are in one of the at-large wild card spots right now. Now, the good news is not only are they 3 points ahead of the Bruins, but they're even on games with Detroit, who is the first team out, and they are 11 points ahead of the Red Wings. Nevertheless, again, this is a game that they want to win. Right now, Carolina is in first place in the Metro with 56 points. The Rangers are in second, with tied with them with 56. The Penguins, who have a game in hand, have 55 points. Again, Washington there with 53. So, obviously they can knot it up with Pittsburgh if they win tonight, and Pittsburgh doesn't. As for Ottawa, not a great year for the Sens, obviously, in the Atlantic Division. Ottawa sits in 7th place right now at 11-20-2. Florida is in first place with 61 points with a record of 28-8-5. Capitals record, by the way, right now is 22-10-9. So that is how everything stands as we get ready for the opening faceoff. We're just finishing with the national anthems. We'll be good to go here in just a couple of minutes. Again, drop us a like and hit the subscribe button if you don't mind. We would appreciate it. And if you got a comment, we will be putting them up throughout the night. Neo Drag there, and Front Row said the same thing that I did when he saw the lineups. No, not Matt Murray. Oh yes, indeed, Front. It is Matt Murray. So we're going to get going here in just a second. Vitek Vanacek in the pipes for Washington, an 8-5-5 record and a 251 GAA. Matt Murray is 2-6 this year, a 341 goals against average, and an 892 save percentage. I'm also going to be keeping an eye out on the fourth quarter of the Tennessee Cincinnati game, because that one is really tight right now. When I turned it off, it was 16-16. Capital One Arena is sold out. Caps are wearing their alternate blue jerseys. I like those blue jerseys with the W and the 3 stars, so it kind of looks like it's got a very DC flag motif to it. And we're underway. Again, if you missed it, if you just got here a second ago, Garnet Hathaway got bumped up to the first line tonight. Peter Laviolette really likes the way he's been playing, and he's on the first line right now with Kuznetsov and Ovechkin. So, which was kind of a surprise to me, because again, Hathaway is usually on that third line there, or on the fourth line with Hagelin and Dowd. We mentioned a lot how that line had played together. I don't think it missed a game last year. Obviously, this year with all the shuffling, had to. But interesting that Hathaway's obviously they've liked the way he's played lately. The fact they're moving him up there. Peter Laviolette still hadn't really. It doesn't look like he's really settled on his lines here yet this year. A lot of that, of course, because of the fact that there's so many injuries, COVID, and all that good stuff. Caps try to keep it in Ottawa's end. Ottawa's going to break out with it. So Cholowski and Irwin, there's a shot on goal, and how about that? It gets past Vitek Vanacek, and all of a sudden here, with 18:38 left in the first period, the Ottawa Senators have a 1-0 lead. I was wondering, I watched that shot go in, and I'm like, why is nobody moving here? And it's because we were waiting for the light to go on. That was a really, really hard shot by Thomas Shabbat from the point there. Yeah, was that Cholowski that? Yeah, I think he kind of screened Vitek there. Yeesh. 1-0 Ottawa early on. Oh, this is a great way to spend any Saturday evening, isn't it? Well, all right. A lot of hockey to go. Shake it off, boys. Let's do it. Well, we know that Josh enjoyed that one, huh? Huh. So they do pronounce it Shabbat. How about that? Yeah. Jawalski screen VTech there. You can see it on the replay, and he had no shot at it. .122 into the contest, and we've got our and the Senators have the 1-0 lead. By the way, it was Shabbat's second goal of the year. It's an assist from Watson and Paul. Here they come again. Ottawa on the rush, driven into the corner though. Of course, we can look at it and say, all right, it's the couple of nights ago they went down early 2-0 and came storming back and won. So Carlson, Orlov, and Jensen all out tonight. Carlson is out because of COVID. Dmitry Orlov had that suspension, and Nick Jensen got hurt. Nick Jensen is out with an injury, so they are a little thin on the defense on the blue line there. Shabbat fires it again, broken up, a rebound by Kachuk, but Capitals are able to turn it away. By the way, if you care, 16-16, 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter between Cincinnati and Tennessee in the AFC divisional game. I'll keep you posted on that when I was finally able to call it up there. Got it on my phone. Okay. Caps have it on the Ottawa end of the ice. Kempney trying to keep it in. Can't do it. Caps rewind here. Dump it into the corner. That's Leeson there. Towards the cage, broken up. Ottawa dumps it down into the Caps end. Centering pass, too hot to handle for Austin Watson. All right, Van Riemsdyk's got it. So let's see if the Caps can get something going here. You got the Dowd line out there now. Clear it down and change lines, and here comes Ottawa again. It's Nick Dowd, Carl Hagelin, and Brett Leeson on that fourth line. Oh, 2-on-1, give and go. But Sanford wasn't able to hang on to it. Stutzla can't handle it. Here come the Caps. Little 3-on-3. Protas in. Beats his guy. Sticked aside by Matt Murray. And here comes the Senators back the other way. Drop it off. Man, Shabbat again. He has been active here in the first period. Caps clear it. That's right, front row. And if you don't, the Capital One Arena is right there at the beginning of Chinatown. And it's a really, really cool neighborhood. Good food, too. And it's a great arena. I'm hoping to get up there in the next few weeks and be able to get to a game. It's been 3 months since, according to Joe B, that these guys have seen each other. It's puck down in front of the cage. Vanacek made a save, but then couldn't control the rebound. This is the problem that the Capitals have had lately is goaltending that's been inconsistent, to say the least. Neither Vanacek nor Samsonov has been able to really just take that job by the throat. It's like every time you think one of them has established themselves, then they turn into stinker where they, get 3 goals scored on them in a period, or they give up an early goal like that. So let's see how VTech responds. Here comes Connor Sherry on an odd man rush towards the goal. No, not even close. Farivari up to Justin Schultz. Schultz gets himself open, but the shot is blocked. Lars Eller from point position deflects past Murray, but goes wide of the goal. McMichael, Sherry. McMichael behind the goal. Plays it top side over to Farivari. Farivari back to Rister. Goes wide. Centering pass. Nobody home. They're able to clear it. Senators coming back. 3-on-2 now. From the wing. Oh! Adam Gaudette had a wide open shot and couldn't handle the pass. Just FYI, in Tennessee right now, it looks like the Bengals are lining up for a go-ahead field goal with 1:46 left in the game. I think. No, maybe not. I take that back. I just had a defensive end that was down. All right. Caps rewind it and break out of their own end. You get the top line up there now because Netsov's up there with Hathaway and Ovechkin. Puck is into the netting, and we got a face-off. Jared Jacobs says you can see 1 to 2 months there. Well, Terry, if you would have asked me a few months ago, I would have, even a month ago, I would have said yes. Now, I'm not so sure. The goaltending has just been too shaky lately. I don't know what else to say other than that. So, by the way, we got a timeout here on the ice. So it's 1-0 Ottawa here and we're approaching the halfway point of the first period. I've also got the Tennessee-Cincinnati game on. The Titans have it now 2nd and 10 on their own 35 with 1:04 left. And Tannehill just completed a pass to the 40-yard line. So I figure they've got another probably 30 yards to go before they're in field goal range to try and win this thing. All right, 1-0 Ottawa, 12:53 left, first period. Again, statistically speaking, this should be a milk run for the Capitals tonight. Ottawa's got the worst goals against average in the league right now. The Caps are still one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, but Reality, Lightning, Hurricanes, Panthers contenders. Yeah, I think they probably are right now. And I think the Capitals have the talent to make a deep run. It's just if their problem, Terry, is that there's been no continuity in the lineup this year between COVID and injuries. There's been no continuity. Again tonight, TJ Oshie's not in the lineup again tonight. Nicholas Backstrom, I think this is his 9th game of the year back tonight. So while I like the fact that the kids, the young players, have gotten a lot of experience, it's still with a veteran team like that, the guys that are going to carry them in the postseason, and those guys ain't around. Those guys haven't been in the lineup every game. By the way, the Bengals got the ball back. I guess I don't know if it was on a punt or a turnover. I missed it, and Joe Burrow just got them into field goal position. For what it's worth, Hathaway rolls it into the corner. Senators get it back, and they come back the other way. They're going to dump it. 8 minutes into the game. Again, 1-0 Senators. Capitals have it. Around the boards, they turn it over. Nick Dowd frozen on the glass with it. It comes out. Hathaway dumps it into the Senators' end, and I got a feeling we got a line change coming here. The Bengals have run it down to 9 seconds, so they're going to try and win it with this kid McPherson kicking a field goal. He has not missed in the postseason. He's a rookie out of Florida, and he hasn't missed in the postseason. All right, Caps get a turnover here. They got a little odd man rush working. Backstrom looking for somebody. Now it's Wilson. Wilson back up to the point. Van Riemsdyk over to Kempney. Kempney, slapper. Deflected wide. Sherry was there, but nobody home. But the puck didn't make it to him. Batherson clears it for Ottawa. Caps go in and dig it out. Trevor Van Riemsdyk with it. Ottawa gets it back now through the neutral zone. Eller clears it. All right. My wife is downstairs. I'm about a minute and a half behind on the game, but it looks like Cincinnati just kicked a field goal to win it.
They did.
And they did. So the Bengals upset the Titans, and they go to the AFC Championship game. First road win in franchise history in the playoffs for Cincinnati.
Carolina's playing Wake Forest today.
And Carolina's playing Wake Forest today. So she will be downstairs watching Carolina play because that's where she went to school, and that's where our youngest daughter goes to school. Probably more than any of you ever wanted to know about the Matthews family. Jared, I agree. And I think Marc-Andre Fleury would be a great get at the trade deadline. And the thing about it is they've probably, I think what Brian Murray's guys have shown this year is I think they've got some capital to work with, pardon the pun, in order to make that trade. I think there are probably they've probably got some guys that have proved they can play that would be attractive. Kuznetsov coming in, centering pass, nobody home. You had the Bengals and the points there. Way to go, front row. I had one parlay that started with the Bengals covering. I had another one with the Titans covering. So one way or another, I'm good for right now. Zuden cranks it up, stick to side by Vanacek. Wilson and Zub colliding there. All right, Chalofsky over to Jensen's. The Caps try to get something going here. Up to Backstrom. Backstrom dumps it off to Sherry. Sherry, the return gets away from Backstrom. Chalofsky keeps it in. Backstrom loses it for a second, and it's out of play. All right, taking a timeout here. 7:31 left in the first. Senators lead the Capitals 1-0. We got here 7:30, huh? Give me 1 sec, guys, and we will be good to go here. Yes, but of course it is. How could it not be? And what's it supposed to have a burgundy and gold W on it? No. Yep, I go back with them front row to my first, literally some of my first memories as a child were my dad coming home from work telling me that just like Sonny Jurgensen, Warner Wolf ruptured his Achilles in a touch football game. So I go back with the Redskins to, I'd say 1973, 72, 73, right after their first Super Bowl team. Somewhere I've got a yearbook from 72, which I desperately want to find, because it actually has a picture of a young former Senator George Allen as a quarterback at the University of Virginia. It's around somewhere. I've got to find it. I know it's in the attic somewhere. In the meantime, we got the Caps trailing here 1-0. Cross ice pass McMichael. It bounces over his stick into the corner. Faravari fighting there to try and come up with it. I really thought the Caps, even with all of these, with this, truncated lineup here, I thought they were going to get out to a quicker start. No penalties yet, and now we got a whistle. I did front. Oh yeah, no, yeah. I remember. I mean, I was a kid, but sure, I remember the Redskins and RFK. Place would rock, literally, especially when Dallas came to town. Good stuff. All right, Caps have it in their end. They clear it out. You got the Hagelin line in there now. Oh, nice hit by Garnet Hathaway there. Tom Wilson passes it off to Connor Sherry, drops it for Kempney. Kempney, slap shot, sticked wide by Murray. Sherry back through center, up to Van Riemsdyk, into the corner. Now, Sherry behind the goal, and we finally have a whistle here. And Nicholas Backstrom is getting called for the first penalty of the game. So Ottawa, when play resumes, is going to have the first power play of the night. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Take a look at the stats. Look at that. We're 15 minutes into this game, and Washington has yet to get a shot on goal. That is not a good. That's not a good start at all. At all. Better do something about that. I mean, granted, there's only been 3 official shots on goal so far, but all of them from Ottawa. It has been a physical game. Hits 13-13. And Washington is once again winning the faceoff battle, which is something that we don't see it. We traditionally don't see a lot of, but they have been doing better as of late. Hey, don't forget, guys, when you do, if you got a minute, drop a like on this one. And if you haven't subscribed yet to our channel, go ahead and subscribe. We've got watchalongs every night of the hockey season. It's a different game every night. Terry, I like your optimism. Terry says Caps are going to win. The Senators start fast, fade, or play catch up later, lose a lot either way. Man, I hope you're right, because we were talking about the standings a little bit earlier. This is one the Caps need. This is absolutely one they need. They're 22, 10, and 9 right now, 53 points. That's 4th place in the Metropolitan Division, which is fine because they've still got an 11-point lead on Detroit for the final playoff spot. But it's not a place where the Caps are accustomed to being. That's, on the outside of the, certainly, not only out of first place, but out of the top 5, or out of the top 3, rather. Looking at the scoreboard, and Pittsburgh must be playing tomorrow. Well, here we go. Here's the face-off. So Caps are going to try and kill off this penalty here. Norris settles. Then it goes to the point. They can't control it. Caps are going to clear it. It looks like Hagelin gets away from Hagelin. So to go past center ice, and the Senators back it off, and they'll rewind it again. So a decent kill there on that sequence. We got 1:23 left on the power play. Pass almost gets through, but Kempney's able to recover. Shot by Norris doesn't go. It looks like it was blocked there. Shabbat on the point. He has been really active here in the first period. Force it inside. Oh, right to the goal, but Vanacek makes a great save, and the Caps clear it. Well, Vitek bailed him out there, didn't he? Stone Brady Tkachuk there right in front of the goal. See, again, it's the consistency. If they get a strong game from their goalies, then there's no offense. If there's offense, then the goaltending lets them down. Caps clear again. That was a good clear by Trevor Van Riemsdyk there. So 18 seconds left on this power play. This ought to be the last rush. Offsides. Offsides Ottawa on the entry, so we'll get a face-off. Man, Kachuk right in front of the goal. Let's see. Just a great play by Vanacek. Vanacek was just able to get out there, poke it away from him, right up to Van Riemsdyk, then who cleared it. I think that was Van Riemsdyk that cleared it. All right, final 10 seconds. Caps win the face-off, and they are going to They're going to kill this penalty off here. Penalty's over. 3:21 left. We're at even strength. No shots on that power play by Ottawa. Very nice. Yeah, Ottawa is really controlling the speed of play here. And again, I don't think the Capitals have been credited with one shot yet. All right, we get a penalty call here on Ottawa, so the Caps are going to go on the man advantage for the first time tonight. Two minutes for holding for Austin Watson. And here we are. Here we are with, 18 minutes into the game here, 19 minutes into the game, and the Capitals have yet to register a shot on goal. That is, that's not good. That is just not good. Who's better than the Capitals right now, Jared? Well, a lot of teams, unfortunately, I'd have to say, including Tampa, including what I saw in Boston last night. I think the Bruins might be better than them right now. There are quite a few. All right, on the power play, Wilson, shot on goal, doesn't go. Saved by Murray. Backstrom now in the circle. Back up to the point. Over to Ovechkin. Shot saved by Murray. Nice save. Wow, Backstrom hits the post. Well, here come the shots now, hot and heavy. Oh, get it over to Ovi. He was open there for a second. Backstrom holding Ovechkin. No, and Murray knocked the net off the peg, so that's going to be a face-off. Good shot by Wilson. Great save by Murray. A little bit earlier. And Ovi wide open, and again, another great save by Matt Murray. I don't think you can really call goaltender interference or something knocking the netting off the pegs there. Ovechkin shot again. Another save by Murray on a laser. Up top to Schultz. And another one that doesn't go. But this has been a good power play so far for the Caps. Let's see if they can put one in here. Kuznetsov on the go. Across the blue line, loses it. And Ottawa clears it back down. 50 seconds left in the power play. Vanacek's got it. Here comes Chowalski. All right, so we got Connor Sheary out there now. Ovechkin's taking a double shift here on the power play, since we're inside of 2 minutes on in the period. 30 seconds left. Protas into the corner. Sheary, they're digging after it. Looks like Ottawa's going to kill this one off. It's a good power play for the Caps, though. Very active, especially the first minute of it. All right, last minute of the period. Ovi trying to go past two guys. Doesn't work. Cholowski with the puck. Tries to dump it in. Caps get a change. He gets it back. 33 seconds left. 22 seconds left in the period. Faravari now up to Kempney. So it looks like we are going to the dressing room after the first period with the score 1-0 Ottawa. Thanks to an early goal just 90 seconds into the game by Thomas Chabot. That makes it 1-0 Ottawa at the end of one. All right. We are going to take a break. Go grab yourself a cold one. Do what you got to do. And we will be back at the start of the second period. So, in the meantime, again, 1-0 Ottawa here as we go to the break. It is the Hockey Podcast Network, and we will see you for the start of the second period. Welcome back, everybody. We're getting ready to start the second period. I'm Bob Matthews. This is the Hockey Podcast Network's Watchalong, live watch-along between the Washington Capitals and the Ottawa Senators. Caps right now sitting at 22-10-9 with 53 points in the Metro Division, which is good for the first at-large wild card spot there. And they are 2 points out of third place right now. 5 shots on goal for the Caps in the first period, all of them coming on the power play there with in the last 3 minutes of the period. By the way, in just a couple of minutes, you may see my wife walk through that door behind me as she's going downstairs to watch Carolina play Wake Forest tonight. Little ACC basketball. I'm sorry, to watch Carolina beat Wake Forest in basketball tonight. I'll also keep you up to date on what's going on with Green Bay and San Francisco as well, since I got that going on the phone here just off the camera. All right, we are ready for the face-off here for the second period. We got Nick Dowd's line out there with Brett Leeson and Carl Hagelin. Caps win the face-off and dump it down into Ottawa's end of the ice. Okay, Steve, we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens here in the second period. Leeson through center now to Hagelin on the wing. Van Riemsdyk tries to center one there to Ovechkin. Little weak backhander, not able to put it past Matt Murray. But a good effort. All right, Caps trying to press it here a little bit as we start the second period. So we got 3 regulars that are injured and then 2 others on the COVID list for the Caps. And if you were wondering why the lines are as scrambled as they are right now. We got a whistle here as Matt Murray's goal comes off of the pegs for the second time tonight. Well, Trevor Van Riemsdyk a couple of minutes ago, they're showing a replay here, had a shot that, I mean, from an almost impossible angle that damn near got past Matt Murray. All right, face-off here in the Senators' end of the ice. The Caps have been really, really good on the face-off tonight. They've been really good on the face-off the last couple of weeks here. That's from, this is a team that historically always loses the face-off battle, or has since Jay Beagle, left after the Cup year. All right, Caps win the face-off again, so they keep it here in Ottawa's end. Shot on goal, stopped by Murray. Caps have out-hit Ottawa 15-13 so far in the game. Protas up top to Irwin. Irwin over to Cholowski. Cholowski, wrap around. No, it hits the post. Doesn't go. But the Caps maintain possession of it. Irwin, wrister into the safety netting, and we got a face-off. Steve, I'm pulling for the Capitals. Always have and always will. Caps till I die. Lars Eller and Josh Norris on this face-off here. Won by the Caps again. A blast from Schultz that Murray saves from the point. Senators capture the rebound, though, and they're going to bring it out. But again, another face-off win for the Caps, and Justin Schultz damn near converted it. By the way, Caps next game Monday night, 7 o'clock at home at Capital One Arena against Vegas. We'll let you know tomorrow if we're going to be doing a live watch-along for that one. All right, another face-off again. Eller and Norris won by the Caps. Another blast by Schultz from the point, saved by Murray. Or maybe that one was blocked. Couldn't tell. All right, Ferravari's going to dig it out of the corner or try to behind the goal. Schultz swallowed up by Sanford behind Vanacek. Caps maintain possession of it. Got him a little 3-on-2 rush. Sherry, shot that sticked aside by Murray. And here comes Ottawa on a breakout. Got a 3-on-2 for a moment. Kepney clears it out. Backpedaling. Eller. Sherry, blocked. Nice defense there by Ottawa. All right, behind the goal. McMichael winds it along the glass. There's Kempney. There's Van Riemsdyk. Cross-ice pass that Leeson couldn't handle. And he got clocked. Dump in by Ottawa, and Kempney picks it up. Ottawa's changing up its lines here, looks like. Kempney, Leeson now looking for somewhere to go with it. Back over to Matt Irwin. Irwin's challenge there, and it gets cleared away by Nick Paul. All right, back behind the Caps goal. Let's see what we got here. Dowd controls it. Now the Caps break it out. Irwin up to Dowder through center, and it's an offsides. So if you weren't here for the first period, Caps are really having to juggle their lines tonight. TJ Oshie is out with an injury. Anthony Mantha, of course, still out after shoulder surgery. Ooh, Sherry just whiffed on that. On a nice pass from Lars Eller. John Carlson is in COVID protocols. Nick Jensen is missing the game with an upper body injury. And Dmitry Orlov is serving the second game of, I think, a 2-game suspension for that hit earlier in the week. And it is 1-0 Senators here. Senators got a goal about 2 minutes into the game from Thomas Chabot. Norris on the run for Ottawa. Holden from the point. Deflection try, nothing doing. Caps get it back. Long pass down to Garnet Hathaway. All right, here comes Ottawa back the other way. Kachuk, shot, blocked. Nice block by Justin Schultz. Hathaway clears it on. Here we go. We got a 2-on-1 now. Kuznetsov fires, and Murray blocks it. Here comes Ottawa the other way. Kachuk off the blocker of Vanacek. That was a 2-on-1 a second ago. Ovechkin and Kuznetsov. They couldn't seal the deal. Tom Wilson back behind the goal. Tries to get it. Tries to center it. Nothing doing. Clark Bishop. Bishop in front. A great save by Vanacek. Wow. Real good save by Vanacek there. Man, Ovechkin and Kuznetsov on a 2-on-1. Perfect pass by Ovi. Nice shot by Kuznetsov. You just got to credit Matt Murray on that one. Well, Kuzi did miss a little bit high. Yeah, it was a nice passing play there. And Clark Bishop had a chance, but good stop by Vanacek. All right. Caps trying to break it out. Back behind the Capitals goal. Here, Vanacek gets it to Dowd. Now Dowd's taken out along the boards. Formanton centering pass, and Ottawa scores. Who is that got the goal? Zach Sanford. Formanton made a wonderful pass to Zach Sanford. Sanford was all alone in front of the goal, and Vanacek had no chance. So, again, the defense letting Vanacek down there. Well, again, because of all the injuries, suspensions, and COVID, this is what happens when your top three defensemen are out. So Zach Sanford gives Ottawa a 2-0 lead here with 13:52 left in the second period. And if you were wondering, yeah, Sanford, ice cold. Joe B and Locker just said he's had one goal in his last 13 games before that one. Not even letting good players beat you here. Sherry on the go. Looking to create. Murray sticks one aside. Good shot by Sherry. But again, Matt Murray's standing on his head so far tonight. Schultz, nice pass, shot, McMichael, and it's out of play. Connor McMichael got behind the defense there, but wasn't able to put it home. All right, TV timeout, 13:05 left in the second period, 2-0 Senators over the Caps. Let's get our stats back up here. We can take a look at how things look through the midway through the second period or so. Well, the Capitals now, thanks in large part to that power play there in the first period, are out shooting the Senators, but unfortunately, the Senators are leading where it counts. That's in the score. Both teams, 10 block shots. Each team's got one, has been whistled for one penalty. Caps are dominating in the faceoff circle, 16-5. And but again, none of that really matters as long as because the Sens have those two goals there. Oh, those are your second period stats. I was just going to show you. There it is. Everything for the match. Well, Steve's happy, so that's good. I am glad that you are happy, Steve. Seriously, Terry, and I haven't watched a whole lot of Murray or the Senators this year, but yeah, his stats were pretty bad coming into this game. Looks like he owns the Capitals, doesn't it? At least so far. Well, here we go. All right, here we go, boys. All right, getting ready to start face off with Norris and Kuznetsov. Capitals win it again. In front, Murray sticks it aside again. Wilson, or Faravari, gets it to Hathaway. Hathaway is pinned against the boards there. Good hit by Kuzi. Ottawa comes up with the puck and they clear it out. Again, it's just really critical mistakes at the wrong time for Washington again in this game. That's why it's 2-0 Senators. I mean, the Caps, it feels like the Caps have tilted the ice in their favor most of the game, but the Sens have made the most of their opportunities when they get it in front of the goal, and the Caps haven't been able to put one in yet. Tierney, sharp angle, stick to side by Vanacek. Now Ovi has it, starting the breakout. Here comes Hathaway. Hathaway on sides, gets Backstrom out there now. So now it's Backstrom, Hathaway, and Ovechkin, and now they, I guess, make the rest of the line change there. Loose puck at center, Ottawa gets it back. Shabbat now gets it through center, sends it in behind the goal. Got the Wilson line out there now, which hadn't been any more successful than any of the other lines tonight. And another giveaway, this time by Backstrom right in front. Swooping in are the Senators. High slot area, nothing doing. Brown, not a real good angle, doesn't get a shot off. Caps poke it along the boards. 10:47 left, second period, 2-0 Ottawa. Brown, Brandstrom, shot on goal. Vanacek sticks it aside. Good save by Vanacek there. All right, Kempney takes it away from Sanford. Nicholas Backstrom shoots it on goal as the Caps change their lines. By the way, shot by Watson, sticked aside by Vanacek. By the way, Green Bay just scored first touchdown of the game there. They take a 7-0 lead on the 49ers. Chalosky behind the goal brings it out to Eller. Eller, everybody's on sides. Can't get it to Sherry. Ottawa takes it back. McMichael gloves it down, keeps it in. Sherry, little give and go. They can't get it to McMichael. Now a turnover. Sherry again worms his way out of trouble. Up to Chalosky at the point. Shot, stick to side by Murray. Here comes Ottawa. Shabbat. Nick Paul tried the short side, but Vanacek was there, made the save. Yeah, somehow they've got more shots. Unfortunately, the shots that they have not gone in. They only one stat that matters in that. I have a fear Mirodrag is making fun of me in Russian, and odds are I probably deserve it. So it's all good. All right, we got a timeout on the ice. Hey, again, don't forget, we've got watch-alongs every night of the week here on the Hockey Podcast Network channel. So don't forget to drop us a like for this one and hit the subscribe button, and you will know what is going on at all times. Also, don't forget to check out the Bob Matthews podcast. You can find that on the Hockey Podcast Network's website. We're going to be dropping a new episode tomorrow. We'll recap this game and the last couple of weeks, kind of catch up on everything that's been going on here in the month of January, as the Caps have been in a little bit of a midseason doldrums here. Hopefully they can get right tonight and then kind of use that as a springboard into February. As you know, we're into the grind part of the season now. This is grind season. It's, you know, when the newness of the year has worn off, we've still got a ways to go before we can start to see the playoffs out there. And again, you just gotta kind of grind through it. Terry's got a question for us here. How long have we had this channel, Terry? This, I believe, is our third season. It's my first year with the Hockey Podcast Network, but I believe this is our third season overall. And I hope you like it, Terry. Remember, hit the subscribe button there, and you'll know what we got every night. Caps win the faceoff again, this time in their own end. Hathaway to Dowd across center ice. Dowd brings it on in. Nothing doing. Behind the goal and out of play. Mirror Drag, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. My kids like to say iconic. I'll take either one. I'm fine with it. You're very kind to a bald man. 12-9 shots now. In favor of the Caps, and it bounces away from Faravari after they win the faceoff. All right, Kuzi across center ice. Shot on goal. Murray glove save. Good shot by Kuzi, but a save by Murray. Man, oh man. Unbelievable that they're pitching a shutout right now. They're showing the Senators goalies. Anton Forsberg is 6-6-1 with a 317 average. Flip Gustafson 3-8-1 with a 380 goals against average. And Murray 2-6-0 with a 341 goals against average. But tonight, Murray is the second coming of Ken Dryden. Shot that gets away, that gets fanned on, but the Caps keep possession of it. Schultz at the point. On over, is that Irwin with the shot? Anyways, it really doesn't matter because it's gloved by Murray yet again. That's an interesting piece of trivia from Craig Laughlin. Because of the way the games, you know, your game experience works, Matt Murray won his 2 Stanley Cups with Pittsburgh. He was a rookie both seasons because he didn't play the minimum amount of required games his first year when he got called up. Unbelievable. Kind of cool, though. Schultz, wrister, and a pad save by Murray. He doesn't know where it is. I think the puck literally trickled into his pads. It did. That's when you know you're playing good. That's when you know you're hot. Man, Ottawa's got 6 guys that they're missing off of 6 regulars that they're missing off their lineup tonight. All right, Bishop tries to clear it out. Can't. Kuznetsov feed. Ovechkin, wild shot goes wide. Eller. Ovechkin. Right on, but blocked. Ovechkin again. Taken away by Ottawa. 3-on-2 break coming. Bishop plays it on a hop. Taken away by the Caps. Farivari across center ice. It looks like they're trying to pick up the pace a little bit. I'm sorry, that's Kuznetsov. Kempny. Kempny down to Eller. Eller over to Kuznetsov. Kuzi, shot, hits the post. Weird angle there. Hits the post. Van Riemsdyk from the point. Tries to get it to Ovechkin along the boards. Couldn't handle it. Too hot. Gaudette tying his guy up behind the goal. Caps trying to put some pressure on here. Kuznetsov blocked away. Tierney doesn't get it out, and now the Senators will after Kuznetsov tried a backhander. Gaudette blocked by Van Riemsdyk. All right, Van Riemsdyk has it there against the boards. Looks like they're going to freeze it. Who's going to dig it out? Nick Dowd digs it out. Holden sends one in wide. No problem there. Chases Ottawa back into its own end. Are they making a change? No, not yet. Hathaway with the interception up to Hagelin. Nope. 3-on-2 developing here for Ottawa, but the Caps are able to snuff it out, kinda. Vanacek wound up having to deflect that one after it trickled through. All right. Cross ice pass. Hathaway to Chawalski. Nothing doing there. They rewind. Hagelin. Snapshot. Murray knocked it down. Cholowski has the puck out away from him. Ottawa's gonna change. Vanacek, nice save. All right, Hathaway brings it out. Hathaway across the blue line now. Protas chases it on in. Nice hit. Shot on goal, but an easy save by Vanacek. .502 left in the second. Still 2-0 Ottawa. Well, the Caps have definitely in the last 6 or 7 minutes have tried to up the tempo here, but so far Matt Murray is playing like the Matt Murray that won those 2 Stanley Cups with the Penguins. Let's take a look at the stats real quick, shall we? So just here in the second period, just here in the second period, they've outshot the Sens 12-9. Vanacek's made 8 saves to the 12 that Matt Murray has made. The Caps really dominating the faceoff circle, 10-3, and they have out-hit Ottawa here in the second period, 10-7. There are your goals. Thomas Chabot, 122 with the first on a feed from Watson and Paul. And then Zach Sanford in the second on a feed from Formanton. Yep, that's about it, Barry. That's about all we can say. They really need one here at the end of the second to build a little momentum going into the final period. All right, we got a face-off here. Looking at Vanacek on his right. It's going to be Matheson and Dowd in the face-off circle here. Caps on the face-off again. We got a delayed penalty coming up against Ottawa, so Caps will bring another attacker on here, and there's the whistle. It looks like somebody was down, too. Yeah, Hagelin just lost his footing. He's okay. All right, Caps going to the power play. Drake Batherson, 2-minute minor for hooking. I think that was hooking. Yep, Batherson with a hook on Faravari. All right, face-off won by the Caps, and Ottawa's in. Kuznetsov up top. Schultz at the point. Over to Ovechkin in the office, but he can't get a shot off. Down low to Kuznetsov, up to Backstrom. Backstrom. Finding Wilson, right on, but Murray makes another save. Good thing Matt Murray got a hold of it, because Kuznetsov was right there and would have put the rebound in. I wonder how not having TJ Oshie in the lineup has affected the power play this year, because Oshie is deadly in front of the goal, you know. Here's Backstrom. Up to Schultz. Backstrom in front, Wilson, and a great save by Matt Murray. Again, so you've got Tom Wilson playing TJ Oshie's part on the power play. But more importantly, Justin Schultz is out there taking John Carlson's place. And Carlson is the one that has such a strong shot of his own that he's the guy that normally feeds Ovechkin in the office. Tom Wilson. Wilson tries to get it to Ovechkin off of the board, and Ottawa clears it with 51 seconds left on the power play. Frustrating for the Capitals with all of these injuries and COVID protocols. Kuznetsov through center. But, that's what and that could be the reality of things for the Capitals going forward, because, again, what do we always talk about? This veteran core, this aging veteran core, they're going to be more susceptible to injuries now. All right, Connor Sherry on the move. Alexi Protas now. And Ottawa takes it away. They got an on-man rush coming here. Shot blocked by Cholowski out of play, and we got a face-off. Yeah, Caps have had a couple of good chances here, but two shots on the power play so far. Unfortunately, no goals. Yes, Ovi does need to wheel and deal and get a goal. Completely agree, James. All right, back to even strength now. They dump it in. Hathaway with a shot that Murray turns aside. Nice hustle by Garnet Hathaway there. Hagelin back to Hathaway and back of the goal. Faravari in front. And where have we heard this before? Matt Murray with an incredible save. Boy, Murray is really playing well. Unfortunately for the Caps. 15-6, Washington leads in scoring chances, but no goals. So it really doesn't matter. Again, Matt Murray is playing outstanding tonight, unfortunately. Whistle? No whistle there. All right. That comes Ottawa. Stützle angling in. Nice takeaway there. All right. Kuznetsov behind the goal there. Gets to Farivari up to Eller. Eller through center ice. Into traffic. Ottawa gets it back. Oh, geez. What the hell, man? Boy, Josh Norris put a great move on, well, everybody that was out there for what. Caps got caught flat-footed there. And it's a good thing that puck rolled off his stick, or it would have been 3-0. Van Riemsdyk dumps it in along the boards. All right, 1 minute left in the second period. Looks like we're going to the locker rooms with the score 2-0 Ottawa here. It's Murray playing lights out. So the Oilers have interest. They've had two players in waivers tourists. Well, James, I don't know. Two players on long-term IR and waivers. I'm telling you, somebody ought to trade for Matt Murray. Well, he's played tonight. Now, he hasn't, and that's a good question. His record isn't great that year. Is that because he's on a bad team, or is it because he's been, he's had a bad year? I don't know. Tom Wilson and Holden there. A little chirping at the end of Nick Holden at the end of the period. Well, here we go. That's it. All right. So, end of 2 now. And thanks to Matt Murray and a great performance tonight, the Capitals are going into the third period, trailing by a score of 2-0. We are going to take a break for intermission. We will be back with the start of the third. See if the Capitals can pull a little third period magic out here. 2-0, end of 2, as Ottawa leads the Caps. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. We're getting ready for the start of the third period between the Capitals and the Ottawa Senators. 2-0 Ottawa here as we go into the final stanza. Bob Matthews here with you. Just 1 second. I got to do a little bit of housekeeping there. Just want to make sure that everything is still working, which it is. All right. Caps trailing as we head into this final period here. So let's see how fast they start because they need a quick start here. Get a goal in the first 5 minutes in order to put some heat on Ottawa. Caps come in fourth place in the Metro. Now they're still way ahead of Detroit for that last playoff spot, but still, they have hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get themselves out of it. You thought tonight was going to be a perfect time to do that because Ottawa was one of the worst teams in the East, but Matt Murray is playing like the Matt Murray of 2017 and 18 when he won a couple of cups with Pittsburgh. Ovechkin, as the Caps dominate possession here to begin the period. Hathaway looking for somebody, passes it off to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov around the goal, looking for somebody, gets it over to Kempny. Kempny, slapper that is blocked. Back behind the goal. Kuznetsov has it, winds it around. They dump it in. Kempny in front. Kuznetsov saved by Murray. Van Riemsdyk over to Cholowski. Cholowski. Cross ice pass to Kuznetsov. Back up to Van Riemsdyk at the point. Van Riemsdyk in front, scores! Alex Ovechkin on a rebound from Trevor Van Riemsdyk. And just what you need, the captain getting things started here for the Caps. And with 18:21 left in the game, Alex Ovechkin creeps ever closer to Wayne Gretzky's record on the rebound off of a Trevor Van Riemsdyk shot, and it is now 2-1 Senators. Yep, and just beats Murray glove side. 27th goal of the year for the 36-year-old Ovi. All right, there we go. Yep, we all happy now, aren't we? Mirror drag, how's that looking from Russia? Pretty good, huh? I don't know, Charles, but I feel your pain. Feel your pain. All right. The Ovechkin goal with an assist from Trevor Van Riemsdyk. 2-1 now, 18:16 left in the game. All right, we got about 2 minutes gone here in the third. Let's see if the Caps can build on this here. They are definitely skating fast right now. So pressure's on Matt Murray now to kind of steady the ship here and keep the Capitals out of the net for the last 18 minutes of this game. Caps on a break here. Backstrom gets it over to Sherry. But Josh Brown with a nice defensive check there. Vanacek has only faced 13 shots. But again, that's what we're talking about with inconsistent goaltending. Only 13 shots, and yet 2 of them have gone in. Now, granted, the Capitals are still in this one. Obviously, they're only down a goal. But against one of the worst teams in the East, you would have thought this had been, a 2 or 3 goal lead for the Caps by now. Nice play by Faravari there. Hagelin along the glass tries to get it away from Ottawa. All right, Cap's going to wind this one back here. Kuznetsov, cross center ice. Kuznetsov gets one. Ovechkin, a save by Murray. So Kuznetsov was trying to feed Ovi there, and Murray was just able to stick it away. Brandon Tkachuk, rebound, was wide open there for a second, but couldn't get it. Nobody could get a stick on it for Ottawa. Ovechkin goes after it in the corner. Kuznetsov now. Hathaway trying to control it. Over to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov centering pass. Nobody home. Faravari and Schultz playing catch. Schultz dumps it in, and we get an icing or an offsides. One of the two. So that one that last goal from Ovi puts him at 758 on his career. He's 9 behind Jaromir Jagr. So you figure he passes Jagr this year, and then once he passes Jagr, he'll be 44 goals behind Gordie Howe for second on the list. All right, we got a stoppage in play. Do we have a penalty coming up? We may, because Tom Wilson's talking with the referees. Amazing. Tom Wilson talking with the referees. Oh, okay. They didn't like that it was an icing call. So we got a face-off here in front of Vanacek to his right, our left. Looking at things on the screen. Stützle and Kuznetsov won by Washington. Again. All right, Wilson along the boards. Now Sherry trying to get it out of the corner there. He gets it up to the point. Faravari in front. Nobody can control it. Backstrom to Faravari, back to Backstrom. Schultz. Wilson. Taken away by the Senators. Oh, nice recovery by Faravari there. And we're going to get a penalty on, I think, Justin Schultz here. So Schultz gets called for cross-checking, 2 minutes. All right, big kill here for the Caps. They worked hard in the first 5 minutes to get this one into a 1-goal game. You don't want it to go back to 2 here. Nick Dowd, 9 of 10 of faceoffs tonight so far. Caps have been dominating the faceoff circle. They could use one here, that's for sure. Nope, one by Ottawa. Careful, don't hook. Tkachuk to Batherson, back to Tkachuk. Along the wall. Stützle feeds, slappers, sticked aside by Vanacek. That was Shabbat with that slap shot. Shabbat again. Norris back to Young. Norris. Stützle at the point. Shot, saved by Vanacek. On the rotation in front, saved by Vanacek. Covers it up, and we got us a face-off. I think he is. I believe, Hamza, that he is pulling for the Caps. Oh, no, he's pulling for the Sens. There you go. All right, another minute 4 in this power play here. Senators trying to set something up. Ooh, Eller, Wilson breaking in, and a save by Murray on the shorty. End-to-end back, blocked by Irwin as the Senators had a chance there. Oh, man. Wilson could have put that one past Murray. Stutzla, and Eller comes up with a 2-on-2 now. His Caps are shorthanded. Wilson just going to dump it in and kill off the rest of the power play here, or try to. Back to Kempney. Kempney clears it down. 17 seconds left on the power play now. One more rush here for the Sens. Three, two, one, and the teams are back to even strength as it is frozen against the boards here. Senators dig it out. Schultz takes it away. Here come the Capitals. Stymied. 2-on-1, odd man rush. And Vanacek sticks it aside. Another shot on goal, and Vanacek with a glove save. Vanacek made the stop on Brandstrom on that one. So Tom Wilson had a breakaway for a shorthanded goal. Couldn't put it past Matt Murray. 2-1 now. 12:21 left in the third. And in Green Bay, the NFC divisional game today, Packers are leading San Francisco 7-0. 6:50 left in the second quarter there. And James checks in, another Caps fan for us. Taking a look at the stats there through 2 and change. The Caps have dominated the shooting 26-16, but trailed 2-1 because Matt Murray has, as we have said many times here, been playing insane. Hamza, I hope you're right, because I've got Green Bay as the second leg of my parlay, so I'd really appreciate it if Green Bay could get it done tonight. Who do I think is better between these two teams? Well, overall, the Capitals, definitely. But everything that either team has done all season really doesn't mean anything tonight, because Matt Murray is playing an incredible game and is, about 12 minutes or so away from getting a win on the road here? Well, I appreciate it. Check out the podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network's page. We'll be dropping a new episode tomorrow. Kind of wrapping this one up. I appreciate it, though. Thanks. Yeah, I think he will get 50 goals this year for sure. I really do. And amazingly, at age 36. All right, shot from Ottawa sails wide here. Big kill for the Caps as we approach the 11-minute mark of the second period. Shot goes through the crease there. Another centering pass from Ottawa, too hot to handle. Here come the Caps back the other way. Connor Sherry, nice move. But the defense is able to stymie him. 11 and a half to go now. This one's becoming an end-to-end game here. Shot that Vanacek is able to gobble up, and then almost gave up that third goal because nobody could handle the rebound. All right, right now you got Wilson, Kuznetsov, and Ovechkin out there on a line. Peter Laviolette continues to change things up in there. No, I take that back. It's Kuzi, Wilson, and McMichael on the same line together. I'm guessing that's the second line. So Connor McMichael has come up to play on the second line here in the third period. Kuznetsov with a takeaway around center ice. They're going to rewind it. Chalosky on the rewind. Cap's going to try and get something going here. Wilson through center ice in the neutral zone. Gets it to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov, nice move and a shot, but again gloved by Matt Murray. Go ahead, my friend. It is yours. Whatever you would like to say, as long as you keep it clean. You got it. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right, here we go. Caps win another face-off. Shot goes in. Murray sticks it away. TVR tries to control it along the glass. He does, gets it to Backstrom. Backstrom in front. Ovechkin battling with 2-3 players in front. And Ottawa is able to get it away. Yeah, good chance there for the Caps. And we do have a goal. So Ovechkin did get a goal there, and we got a tie ball game now, 2-2. All right, so here's what happened. There was a pile up there in front of the goal. Alex Ovechkin and about 3 other guys were whacking at it. We saw this happen, and it bit the Caps last game. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a goal. Ovechkin was right there in front, picked up a pass from Nicholas Backstrom, and it was just in and out so fast that you couldn't see it in real time. But Toronto was able to look at it on replay, and oh yes, a goal that is quite good. So they'll rewind the clock, and it is now 2-2 as Alex Ovechkin, 2 goals on the night. All right, 2-2 with 10:14 to go here in the third period. And now the crowd is really into this one. The Caps have really put their foot on the gas here. Nice pass by Ottawa. Sticked aside by Vanacek. Shot by Formanton. Clean living. Me a drink. Clean living and lots of practice. Yeah, big gulp, right? Well, you said Ottawa starts fast and then fades, Terry. So here we go. Yeah, you left. Yeah, 2-2. Terry, Alex Ovechkin has scored twice here in the third. First one was at about 18:20, and the second one that you just missed a couple of minutes ago. Absolutely, front. Let's hope. Mio, you flatter me. Well, Jacob, you're going to be here, I guess. You'll be here in the on the broadcast Monday night. I know, because Jacob is our resident Vegas Golden Knight fanatic, and we are glad to have him. Actually, glad to have glad to have everybody on a Saturday night. I'm glad you're spending some time with us. We appreciate it. We really do. Remember, it's all brought to you by DraftKings. Go get the DraftKings app. Promo code THPN will earn you $100 in free bets. So go and check it out. The latest promotions there. You will get you some free play. All right, we are back. By the way, that second one gives Ovechkin 29 on the year, and it puts him, well, it ties him for the lead with Chris Kreider with 20, each of them 29 goals on the season. All right, through center ice, Ottawa takes it away. Here come the Caps. Eller dumps it in. Murray sticks it away. Winds it along. Wilson tries to keep it in. Ferravari rewinds it around center ice. All right, Matt Irwin with it now. Gets it to Eller. We get a whistle. Good one, Jacob. Absolutely. Jacob, somebody needs to give you a sweater, let you out there. Totally. It has been a good game, Mio. I agree. It has been a very good game. And Ottawa has played well tonight. Take nothing away from them. And it was a Bob game. You're right. All right, Ottawa dumping it into the Caps end here. Cholofsky with it. Ottawa. Gambrell turns the corner. Up to the point, Holden shot, whiffs on it. Leads to a mini break for Washington. They dump it past the blue line. That's as far as it gets. Gambrell through center on the dump in. Kachuk and TVR battling for it. TVR wins it. Scoop to center, and that's where Ottawa gets it back. All right, Kempney. Sheary. Cross center ice. 7:52 left in the game. 2-2 now. And we get a miss. We get a whistle. Offside against Ottawa. Yeah, Ovechkin really has. They were just talking about it on the broadcast. Ovechkin really has put put the team on his back here in the third period. Getting a lot of ice time here. In fact, he's got Connor Sheary with Ovechkin and Nick Backstrom. After having Hathaway start with him. Kuznetsov's line's out there now with Wilson. Schultz out to Protas. Protas on the feed. Trying to get it to Wilson. Can't do it. All right, behind the goal. Tied up. Protas keeps it. Gets it to Wilson. Wilson, cross-ice pass. Sticked away. Kempney's got it. He rewinds it around center ice. We're under 7 minutes now. That's Zub over to Docker. Through center. 6:40 to go here. Ottawa dumps it in. Norris to Matherson. It's behind the Caps' goal. Kempney has it frozen there. Ottawa digs it out. Bad pass. Dow's able to corral it. Back behind the glass. Who comes out with it? Washington does. Hagelin tries to get it over to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk does to Hathaway. So you've got Hathaway's moved down to the Hagelin line now with Dowd. Matherson with a shot. Saved by Vanacek. 6 minutes left in regulation. Carl Hagelin gets it. Irwin sends it in, and we're going to get an icing or an offsides. Either way, it's a face-off. Just water. I can switch to whiskey after the game, but just water right now. Love a good hoodie, especially a North Carolina one, where one of my kids goes and where my wife graduated from. Well, let's see if Ovi can get him a hattie here to win this thing. Ovechkin back on the ice. He's got 3 game-winning goals this season, Ovechkin does. So it's Ovechkin, Backstrom, and Sheary now. You know, that's important because, again, Connor Sheary is one of those young players that they need to step up. So I'm glad to see that. And he's been a healthy scratch in some games. I'm glad to see Laviolette likes, he's played his way out of the doghouse. Ovechkin, a shot, goes into the netting. Stick to side by Murray. All right, timeout on the ice. 5:30 left to go. In regulation, we got us a 2-2 game. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do something real quick. You guys watch this from DraftKings. We will be right back. All right, welcome back. I tell you what, let's take a look at the stats real quick as we get ready for the final countdown here as we Of course, the only stat that really matters is the score, and 2 goals from Alex Ovechkin And we are tied at 2 as we are staring yet another overtime in the face. All right. This ought to be an exciting final 5 minutes of the game here. More exciting, of course, if the Caps actually win it. All right. Face off to the left of Matt Murray here. Nicholas Backstrom is going to take it. Caps win the face off yet again against the boards. Who comes up with it? Ottawa does. Norris dumps it in. Ferravari's the first to the puck. We got a tie up. It's out to Ovi. Ovi over to Sherry. Bounces off his skate. Back behind the Caps goal. Ovechkin over to Ferravari right behind the Caps goal. Yeah, on a night when the Caps were just plain old flat, Alex Ovechkin just came out and took this game over single-handedly and has got him out of a 2-0 hole. Kuznetsov in the faceoff circle, and he got kicked out. Now it's Lars Eller. Caps win the faceoff. Kempney gets it. Wraps it around the goal. Van Riemsdyk. Lars Eller. Up to the point. Rister off of the boards. And covered up by Murray. 4:34 now. 2-2. All right, another face-off. Nick Dowd taking it for the Capitals. Dowd's won 10 out of 11 face-offs. Yeah, make it 11 out of 12. Long-range wrister. Murray sticks it aside. Yeah. Caps are all over it. They just got to get one more past them is all. 28-20 Caps lead in shots. Brady Tkachuk, long pass up to Norris, but canceled out by Kempney. Dowd, a nice little stick work there, but then fans on the shot, centers, nobody home. Here come the Senators. Brady Tkachuk dumps it in off of the netting. We got just a face off. Oh, yeah, that last shot, Dowd was trying to redirect it in and nearly got it past Murray, too. But again, Matt Murray's playing an outstanding game tonight. Caps are really attacking the net here in this period, Terry. Nice to see. It's nice to see. Oh, ref just went down. All right, icing. So 3:23 left. We're getting a face off of the Capitals end. Ooh. Sanford blisters one past the goal. No problem there for Vanacek. Back on the Caps. Wilson on a 1-on-2. Centering pass. Nobody there. Eller can't get it to anybody. Back comes Ottawa. 2-on-2. Sanford. Van Riemsdyk takes it away from him. Against the boards, Capitals get possession back. All right, 2:45 left now in the third. Caps on a line change, gets Ovi's line back out there again. Ovi, Sherry, Backstrom. Sherry against the glass. Ovechkin, Backstrom, Ottawa. Ovechkin over to Van Riemsdyk. Nice move. Shot saved by Murray. Yeah, Ovechkin slapper blocked. Ottawa clears it. All right, Backstrom across center ice over to Sherry. Sherry, snapper gloved by Murray with 1:57 left in regulation. Well, the Caps have definitely tilted the ice to their side, but Murray has stood tall so far. Caps have had a couple of really nice chances. That was a good move by Van Riemsdyk, but Matt Murray was just there to stone him. Nick Dowd taking the face-off. 10 of 12 on him tonight. Caps win the face-off again. Faravari up top tries to get it in. It is blocked in front, but it doesn't get clear. Schultz. Faravari. Dowd behind the goal looking for anybody. Up to Faravari. Knocked away by the Ottawa Senators. Norris. Kachuk lets it fly. Oof! Norris just missed a game winner there. Matheson missed. Oh, and another one. Ottawa turning up the heat now. Kick out saved by Vanacek. .105 left in regulation. So both teams are a minute away from salvaging a point out of this one. Gets dumped into the Senators' end of the ice. They go get it. All right, 52 seconds left. Van Riemsdyk has it behind Washington's goal. 43 seconds left now. Kuznetsov. Ripped off by Ottawa. Lets it fly. No. Saved by Vanacek. Here come the Capitals. Wilson. Cross center ice. 23 seconds left in regulation. Nobody wants to make a big mistake here. Shabbat launches it down. Van Riemsdyk. 4-3. We are going to overtime. Free hockey, boys and girls. All right, we head to overtime, tied 2-2. So each team guaranteed a point. Will we ever get a ticker or get a way to give scores? Terry, I'm going to work on that. How about that? I will work on it for you. Let's see what we can do for next time. All right, 3-on-3 when we come back. All right, welcome back. We are ready for overtime. 5 minutes, 3-on-3. If we still haven't got a winner, we will go to a shootout. Well, let's see who the Caps are going to start with here. Well, Ovi's line's going to start overtime on the bench. So let's see who they put out there for this. So for the opening face-off, you've got Justin Schultz, the defenseman Justin Schultz, and you've Evgeny Kuznetsov and Nick Dowd out there to take the first shift. Ottawa has got Norris, and who else? Yep. Norris, Stutzla, and I cannot pick up the third one. Sorry about that. All right, Ottawa wins the face-off, so it's into the Cap zone here. By the way, the Caps are 1-7 in overtime games this year. So if you go by records, it heavily favors the Senators. Matherson, a shot that's saved. And now on the rebound, Caps have a 2-on-1. Wilson to Kuznetsov, and he overshot him. Coming back the other way. All right. Senators lose possession. Caps have it. They rewind it. Wilson and Kuznetsov. Or no, now it's Faravari. Wilson, Faravari, and Backstrom out there. Faravari, an offsides call on Washington. Ouch. Kuznetsov just couldn't handle that pass from Tom Wilson. All right, so face off in the Senators side of the neutral zone. Nick Dowd taking the face off, and yes, the Caps win it. Martin Faravari has it. He skates back behind the goal. You got Nicholas Backstrom and Ovechkin out there with him. Ovechkin, snapper, and it's a save by Matt Murray. Nomas loses it. Backstrom scores! Nicholas Backstrom wins it in overtime for the Capitals. A turnover in their own end. Backstrom was just one-on-one there with Matt Murray, and he was able to flip it right past him. Pretty. That's 2 overtime wins in a row for the Caps. I want to see that one more time. I was wondering it took Backstrom a long time to finally shoot that one. So pass comes up here. It's just it's a bad pass back. Backstrom then takes it away from Josh Norris. He's just all alone and from a filthy angle on Matt Murray puts it in, and that is the way this one ends. Final score: Caps 3, Senators 2 in overtime. A well-earned win for the Caps against a very feisty Ottawa Senators team. Matt Murray, a great game in goal, but the Caps were able to pull it out in overtime. So again, your final score: Capitals 3, Ottawa 2. Caps in action Monday night at Capital One Arena against the Vegas Golden Knights. Have a great night, everybody. I'm Bob Matthews. We will see you next time. Remember, drop us a like and a subscription here on the Hockey Podcast Network's YouTube page. Again, final score: Caps win it 3-2 in overtime over the Senators. See you again Monday night.